Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. Come on. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
Hello and welcome to another video. Thank you so much for coming and watch. Before we get started, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Now that you did, let's get started. So today I'm going to take you guys through a full upper body workout. But before we get into the workout, I want to quickly explain a few myths that they have about training upper body. So first one is that if you train upper body, you're going to look like a man. I've been training my upper body for about 4 years now, and I don't think I look closely like nothing like a man. And I do lift pretty heavy, and it hasn't happened, so do not worry about it. It's just a myth. Second thing is that you can't target where you want to lose fat from, meaning because just because we're training arms today doesn't mean that if you train arms every day, you're gonna lose fat from there. You have to be in a calorie deficit also to lose fat from anywhere. We can't target where we lose our fat from, so it has to be a combination of training, cardio, and diet. So it all comes together. The way cardio works is that when we're in a calorie deficit, meaning burning more calories than what we're eating, it helps us go into a deeper deficit by burning more calories. And the way weightlifting works is that the more muscle we build, the more calories our body burns naturally, and also the more muscle we have, the more definition, the more tone we look. So that's why you have to make a combination of both, and plus the diet. It's a combination of everything. We just can't go, oh, I'm gonna train my arms so I can lose fat from my arms. No, it doesn't. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. We can't just target our fat. We have to do a combination of everything. So now that we cleared that up, let's get into the workout. So for today's workout, all we're gonna use is a resistance band. I linked them up in my last video, but if you guys didn't have a chance to get that link, I'm gonna also link it below. So we're gonna start with shoulders, and we're gonna do a superset 30 seconds each. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step on it, the resistance band. My arms are shoulder width apart. So I'm gonna bring it straight up like this, slow and control. Don't let the movement control you, you control it. So we're gonna do 30 seconds right here, slow and control. So make sure when you come up, your shoulders are stopping the movement so you don't come all the way up. So slow and control. 10 more seconds. So the next one we're gonna do is a shoulder press. So same thing, I'm stepping on it and we're gonna bring it straight up. So remember, shoulder width apart, control the movement coming up and down. Don't let it control you. Again, 30 seconds, slow and control. Five more seconds. So we're going into round 2. So same thing, remember you're gonna control the movement of coming up and coming down. So bring it up, remember shoulder width apart. You're controlling the movement the whole time. Don't let it just drop. And remember when you come up, you're stopping the movement with your shoulders. And when you come down, you're controlling it the whole time. Remember, if you have dumbbells, you could do the same movement with the dumbbells. 5 more seconds. And we're switching over to shoulder press. Remember, shoulder width apart and go straight up. Control the movement. Make sure your back is straight, chest is up. All you're using is your shoulders. 5 more seconds. And there you go, rest 30 seconds. So we're going into round 3 now. And remember, you're gonna step on the band right here. You're gonna bring it shoulder width apart and straight up, slow and control. Breathe in, breathe out, control the movement. We're halfway there. more seconds. Now we're gonna bring the shoulder press. Remember, shoulder width apart and straight up. Slow and control. I know your shoulders are burning because mine are burning. Shoulders are such like small muscle that any small movement makes them like, you can feel it like right away. So this is why you're feeling it already. 5 more seconds. And rest 30 seconds. So the next superset we're gonna do is for the biceps and triceps. So it's gonna be biceps right here and then triceps the back of the arm. So we're gonna start with arm curl. So you're gonna step on it like this. Make sure your elbows stay in the whole time. All you're using is the biceps to bring it up. So slow and control. Bring it all the way down and squeeze. We're doing this 30 seconds. So when you're coming up, make sure you're squeezing the bicep. Don't bring it all the way up so you can feel the tension. So squeeze that tricep, mind to muscle connection for the whole time. Breathe in, breathe out, squeeze that bicep. 10 more seconds. Also, if you have dumbbells at home, you could do the same movement with dumbbells. So we're gonna superset that bicep curl with a tricep kickback. So all we're gonna do is put the resistance band in the door and a chair, anything that is gonna be able to hold on to it. So the way we're gonna do it is make sure your elbows are in. When you come back, you're squeezing the tricep and slowly in. So this is how it's gonna look. Really squeeze and control the movement the whole time. We're gonna do 30 seconds each side. Slow and control, make sure the elbow stays in the whole time. So you're just using the tricep to come back. 10 more seconds. And we're switching over to the other side. Make sure the elbow stays in the whole time, and all you're using is the tricep. You're squeezing when you're coming back. Like really squeeze, use that mind to muscle connection the whole time. Really want to use those muscles. 5 more seconds. So we're going into round 2 now. So again, we're gonna step on it with both feet so you have more resistance. The more you step on it, the more resistance you're gonna have. So again, elbows in and straight up. Make sure you're squeezing that biceps, slow and control. Don't rush through it. Really use that mind to muscle connection, slow and control. Squeeze as you're coming up. You got 10 more seconds. And we're switching over to the tricep extension. Right here. Remember that elbows in. Slow and control, don't rush through the movement. And we're switching over to the other one. You squeeze that tricep. 5 more seconds, push through, even if it's burning. Now remember, the more you step on it, meaning the more resistance you put on the band, the more you're gonna feel it in your muscle, the more tension you build on the muscle, the more it's gonna work and it's better for you for muscle growth. And that's what we're trying to achieve. So don't be afraid of pushing yourself a little bit more. So again, we're going into the last set, and we remember shoulders are in, straight up. Make sure those elbows are in, slow and control, don't rush to the movement. The whole time you're controlling the movement. Really squeeze that bicep as you're coming up. seconds. And we're switching over to the kickbacks. Same thing here, the more resistance you grab here, the harder it is for that muscle, and the more you're gonna challenge the muscle, and that's exactly what we want. Remember, elbow is in, you're squeezing that tricep as you're coming back. Really contract that muscle. Squeeze as you're coming back. Five more seconds. And we're switching over to the other side. Slow and control movement, elbow is in. You got 10 more seconds. Really squeeze that tricep as you're coming back. 5 more seconds. Remember, slow and control, don't rush through the movement. There you go, stretch it out. I know it's burning. So next superset we're gonna perform is for our back and for our chest. So we're gonna start with our back. So you're gonna hook on the resistance band to a wall, to a door, to a chair, anything that's gonna resist. Make sure you're bringing it to your chest. You're squeezing that back, slow and control the whole movement, and we're gonna do 30 seconds like this. Make sure you're squeezing the back, controlling the movement the whole time. Again, the more you grab the resistance band, the more resistance you're gonna have, and the more you're gonna feel it in the back. So please don't be slacking and just going through the movement. Really use that back, slow and controlled movement. And then we're going into 30 seconds of push-ups for our chest. Make sure the body's straight, shoulders are in, slow and controlled movement. Make sure the shoulders, the elbows stay in the whole time. Let's take 30 seconds, stretch it out, open up the chest, stretch out that back. So we're going into round 2 now. Remember, the more you grab on here, the more resistance. So you want to grab like a little more in, so more resistance, and a little more out for less resistance. So try to grab the more in, the more better, so you can really challenge that back and use those back muscles. Remember, squeeze as you're coming down, and you're trying to like open it when you come to the chest. Slow and controlled movement. Make sure that back is straight, chest is up. Slow and controlled movement. You got 5 more seconds. And we're switching over to the push-ups. Remember, elbows are in. Slow and controlled movement. Make sure that body stays straight. You got 5 more seconds. Right there, stretch it out. Open up the chest. We're going into round 3 now. Make sure chest is up, back is straight, and we're squeezing. Make sure you have mind to muscle connection the whole time. You're really squeezing. If it's not hard enough, remember, go in a little bit more so you can challenge your back. Really squeeze and bring it to your chest, and you're like opening in your chest. You have 5 more seconds. And we're switching over to the push-ups. And when those elbows are in, your body is straight. Really challenge yourself and try to go a little lower. Even if you don't think you can come up, if you come all the way down, just push yourself back up. You got 5 more seconds. So now we're gonna stretch out to finish out the workout. Really make sure you're pulling right here. Feel that stretch in your lats. And the other side. Open up your chest. Now your shoulders right here. The other side. Your triceps. Really pull so you can feel that stretch in your triceps. Now the other side. I hope you guys enjoyed this workout, and I know it was a little more challenging than previous workouts because we're incorporating bands now, and as we go along it's going to go a little more challenging because that's how we continue making progress. Your body does get used to, let's say if you start with body weight, you eventually have to move on to resistance bands, and then from there to eventually weights, and that's how we constantly make progress. So I hope you guys stick around for future workouts, and I'll see you guys in the next one.